Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 230 of the Level Up program and day number 70 of the Brown Belt. I'm going to be shooting again from stick left 1 today. And if you're new to the program, this is all about my journey of learning how to shoot the dice at the craps table, and also practicing a trend-based betting system. If you're playing along with Crapsee, the code today is N2F6W8. We're going to continue on with our $1 million challenge, and I'm going to jump over to the screen really quick and show you guys where we're at with that challenge. We are actually going to start level 2 today. So guys, take a screenshot of this so you have a reference for your own use in the future. But we got to $774 on our bankroll yesterday, so that's going to qualify us for that level 2. So instead of going for a $70 win goal for the day, we're going to be going for a $90 win goal. And then our bankroll also goes from $300 to $450. Yesterday we had a little bit of a challenge shooting the dice, and we went into a second day's worth of bankroll, and our last shooter, if you guys did not hang out and wait till the end, our last shooter was 23 rolls long, and we made all of our money back that we had lost yesterday, and then almost got up to our win goal, so that way we were all good to go. In the chat here we got and it's way up there. I can't even see who's all here, but we have Rick, we have Uncle Hoku, we have Roger from OMC Craps, we have Ricky Lee, we have Frida. Who else is here? E2 Gaming is here. And I know there's one or two other people that I missed in the beginning that I did not see. I think Crooked River Craps, Kevin is here. But guys, welcome. It is Friday, and we are preparing for the Craps for the Cure event starting this weekend. It's going to be starting tomorrow as well as on Sunday. They're going to be doing, I believe it's like a 11 to 13 hour days. Coach Joe, good morning. Both on Saturday and then also on Sunday. Remember, they're raising money for veterans moving forward. They're going to be trying to raise $50,000 in order to get enough money together to raise a dog for a veteran of our military. And that dog might be a dog that is trained for PTSD, for just companionship, for helping with medications, for whatever. Each individual animal, I believe, is trained for different needs. Good morning, Marble Fork. My level 1, guys, like I said, we're starting level 2 today on the $1 Million Challenge. Things that I learned during the level 1, and I'm going to try to do this after every level, things that I've learned going through on this challenge. What I've learned on level 1 so far is actually 2 things. 1, bankroll is an issue. Remember that the lower your bankroll, the less options you have when it comes to strategy. So you need to get a little bit more creative. You need to be a lot more disciplined. And you need to be able to allow for a slower build, if you will. So you're not going to be making big bucks every single day. And that's why we stayed with that $70 win goal for the day. And we had every single day we made our goal. 2 of the days it was actually a challenge, and yesterday was definitely a challenge. I actually thought I was going to fail yesterday and I'd have to start the challenge over. But, and we go back to that screen really quick. The neat thing is as you go up in your bankroll, I have it built in so that way we can start over at the level before. If you're towards the end of your level, you could start over at the level before and not have to get more money to start the challenge over. So for example, yesterday we were down past our $300 bankroll. We still had $420 left over in order to start the challenge over. Now if I was towards the end of level 2, I would have definitely enough to start over in the beginning of level 2. I would also have enough to start over with level 1 if I needed to, if that makes sense as we're going through this. The second thing I learned on level 1 is that if you get close to your goal or if you get to your goal, pull all your money off the table. Any extra money that you guys have, that you guys have, you can actually play to get ahead for the future, to get further into the bankroll, to get whatever. We have several people playing along with Crapsee, and many people have done well so far. In fact, we've got, I'm in 9th place. So, and number 10, JR, is not too far behind. So we have a bunch of people, at least 10 people that are playing along and have made goal every single day. So let's get started here. We have a 5-4-5 hardware set. We're going to go with a $10 pass line bet. And again, my bankroll today is $450 that I can actually play. Good morning, John G. So I can use $450 for my bankroll, even though my bankroll is at $774, and my goal at the end of today will be $864 or better. So again, let's go all bets set here. Press that button, everyone, if you are playing along with Crapsee, saying that you are ready. We're going to go 5-4-5 for hardware set, and all bets set. Big thing I'm going to focus on with my throwing today is trying to get my head leaning over the table so it's looking down at the end of the table. What I was finding is that I was actually looking, but I was not leaning down. But we have a 6-2 Duracell 8, so 8 will be our first point. And what I think that's going to do, whoops, I got to get KPI road tracker engaged here. What I think that's going to do with getting that head over the top of the table, looking straight down, is that should hopefully straighten my throw out a little bit more, so I'm not as left or right as much. I should be hopefully hitting that landing zone a little bit more. Ricky Lee was in the chat here too, and I forgot to say hi to Ricky Lee. Dustin One's here, good morning. But if we can start narrowing in on that landing zone, that's going to help us a lot. Okay, now level 2, we're going to go make sure we have 3 numbers covered. So the 8 is covered with that pass line. We're going to put $10 in pass line odds out there. I'm going to put $15 on a 9, and I'm going to go $15 on that 10. So if I have an 8, 9, or 10 as a point, I'm going to be betting the up side, the upriver side. If the point is a 4, 5, or 6, I'll be betting the lower side, or the downstream side, if that makes any sense. So let's go all bets set here. 10 people in Crapsee. We have 17 people watching with 7 likes so far. So I appreciate all the help that you guys, or all the support that you guys are doing. Every little bit does help. So 5-4-5 for hard day set and days out. And we have a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So what we're going to do with this now is, since we are betting the upstream side, we're going to pressure across, and that's going to be $5, $10, $16 pressure. Actually a $15 pressure. So we're going to put an extra $5 on the pass line odds. We're going to go extra 5 on the 9, extra 5 on that 10. And we're going to hopefully get one more hit. Then we can bring our bets down. And we'll talk about that when we get to that point. So 5-4-5-4. So guys, check out the crapsforthecure.com website and make sure that you put in a bid on any of the auction items if you want. All the money that's raised there is going to go 100% to this Veterans Moving Forward Fund. So all bets set here. Days out. Dice did cross on me. We have a 1-4-5 horse and buggy. So that's where the downstream is coming in. Guys, we hit the tall earlier yesterday, and then later in the session, we hit the small. We were only one number away from hitting it all. So that was an exciting finish to the day. Again, if you didn't see that, go back and watch it. The last 20 to 25 minutes of the program was actually the best part of the program, if you ask me. But anyhow, we're going to keep our bets the same here. Press that I am ready button, please, so we can get the rolls going. And Kevin brings up a very good point on, he says, salute to the veterans moving forward. I would imagine he meant fun after that, and the volunteers that help. The program, the Veterans Moving Forward program, I believe is run by 3 people, but they said they have like over 50 volunteers that help train the dogs. They take the dogs home with them, those types of things. Plus we have all the volunteers that are doing the Craps for the Cure event in Vegas as well. John and Chris and Craig and Jeff and all those people. And we have a 617. Ouch. Brian from Hawaii Crap Shooters comes in and we get that darn 7 out. Oh my God, that sucks. But good morning, Brian. Crapsee is really slow, huh? Let me see. I'm going to change this over. We'll see if I can do that. We'll do the turbo mode. That's what Alfredo always does. I never really mess around with it much, but we'll see if that helps a little bit for you. If you're still having problems though, John G, make sure you log out and then get back in right away if that is giving you problems. It seems to be working for me though. $10 pass line again. And again, we are looking for a $90 win today, so we're trying to get up to $864 on our bankroll. And press those I am ready buttons there, guys, when you are set, so we can get going here. And all bet set. And the landing zone is a little bit off there, but we have a 639 center field 9. So sounds like they had a couple people had some good rolls yesterday, at least some success earlier on that I saw. I saw that Craig from Obey Craps, I guess his first roll at the table, well, he hit the all, and a bunch of them made a ton of money. I know Jeff said he made a little over $2,000 just off of Craig's roll. Again, we're going to go with a $18 8 this time. I'm sorry, yes, $18 8. We're going to go with $10 pass line odds, and then we're going to pick up that 10 for $15. Good morning, Danny. Puck off. Again, we're sticking with the 5-4-5-4 hardware set. And that 7 that we got was both dice off axis. So we had one that imploded, one that exploded. So that's not a norm for me. So I'm not too worried about it. All bet set here, dice out. And we have the Ian double deuce, the 2-2 hard 4. As Brian would say, any pair, we don't care. That does nothing for my bets. Again, we're going to stick with that 5-4-5-4 hardware set. Good, that's good, John. I'm glad that worked out for you. And we'll call that all bets set here. Dice out. And we got 3, 5, 8. 8 came easy. So that's going to allow us to do, again, a pressure up 1 unit on our upstream numbers here, the numbers that we have bets on. So we're going to go to $24 on the 8. We're going to go to $20 on that 10. We'll make that a buy bet. And then we'll go with $15 in pass line odds. Again, we'll be looking for one more hit on here. I know I said it, one more hit, but we're going to go for one more hit here, and then we will pull our money down and we'll reassess. And I believe we're going to go to like a 64 cross bet level once we get that second hit. And I believe that's what I'm going to be doing. And then from there, we'll start doing our trend betting. So all bets set, 12 people in Crapsee. We got 20 people watching on YouTube. 11 likes so far, and I appreciate it again, like I said before, guys. So, dice out. Dice did cross again, guys. Short rolls again. We got a 1, 6, 7. So the dice it must be hitting that alligator bump down there and splitting right off, because that one hit the back wall and it really did not move much at all. So it must have just kind of rolled off and just split. Dice are not nice. 20 roll challenge, no pairs. Oh my God. So anyhow, that's 2 4 rollers, 2 rolls that were 4 long. So now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do a little bit of recovery. We're going to go to that 66 inside the skill 66. And we're going to stick with that 5-4, 5-4 one more time and see what happens. Yesterday we went 9 shooters, which is by far the longest or most number of shooters I've ever thrown on the Level Up program. We're going to go with $10 pass line bet while we're waiting here. All bet set. So we went 9 shooters, but that last shooter was definitely by far the best of all of them. So, dice out. And we have a 4-4 heart 8 square pair. So 8 will be our point. And again, we're going to try to do that skill 66 here so we can get hopefully a little bit of money back to the rack a little bit faster, and we can start building up from there. So we are going to go with $15 on the 5 and 9. We're going to go 18 on that 6. We're going to pick up $10 in pass line odds. And we're going to call that our bets right there. So Chris from Dice Dejan put a video out last night. Alfredo did a short, I believe. Guys, I was on my break last night, and all of a sudden something popped up on my YouTube notifications, and it was Mid-Mo-Yo popped up. And it was actually Crystal. She was in Las Vegas. It must have been at some bar or something like that. They had some music going. She marked the video to private right away, and it was only about 4 or 5 minutes long. Slam I Am was on the chat. Jeff was on the chat. Myself was on the chat. There was only about 5 or 6 of us that were watching it. So kind of really neat to see that. All of a sudden I saw Mid-Mo-Yo pop up. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Slam was concerned. He thought somebody was hacking the account, but it was actually Crystal that actually did a very short live stream. She didn't talk at all, but it was really neat. Dice out. And we have 2, 6, 8 Duracell 8. Go out and support free live craps. So we hit that point right away. We buckshotted it. So that's going to allow us to do 22 pressure once we get a new point established. And again, we're going to stick with that 5-4, 5-4. So we're keeping that $10 pass line bet here. And make sure you press that button so we can get our bets going and our throws going a little bit faster here. Thank you very much, and all bets set. Dice out. And we got a 639. So 9 will be our new point. This is center field 9. So again, like I said, we're going to do that 22 pressure. But let's readjust our bets here a little bit. We're going to take that $15 off the 9. We'll move that over to the 8, and we'll make it look like 18 to start off with. And we're going to go back with our $10 pass line odds. Okay, now we're going to do our 22 pressure. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the 5 look like 20. We'll have the 6 look like, and 8 look like 24 each. And we'll go $15 pass line odds. Again, we're sticking with the 5454. And we need one more inside number, and then we'll be able to regress our bets down. All bets set. Face out. And we got a 358. So 8 is the strong number today. The other day, it was 2 days ago, it was that 6 that we just kept on nailing it. But we have a 538 this time. And we're going to bring our bets down now to the 44 inside bet level. So we are out of the shooter. We made $6 off of this so far. Now our goal is to pick up all the 64 across bet level. So we got to pick up that 4 and 10. And then once we get to that, we're going to start doing our trend betting then. So our next 2 hits, 1 or 2 hits, will pick up that 4 and 10. Then we'll start trend betting from there. And we'll go all bets set here. Dice out. And we have the choo-choo Ian double deuce once again. So that does nothing for our bets. If you are playing at ATS, that'll help you go towards that though. Or if you have that 4 or the hard way cover, that'll also pay out nicely. So as I'm going along in the challenge, I'm taking notes and I'm recording everything. So that way, if I decide, I shouldn't say if, when I go to the casino, I'm going to be doing this $300 million challenge as well in the casino. I have $300 I'll be starting off, and I'm gonna do it as I go through. But what I'm doing is I'm taking notes on each level of the strategies that I'm using and how I am building it up. And I have it on a little piece of paper here, so every level that I go through, I'll take different notes. So for example, my level 1, my normal strategy was betting the 6 and 8 and then the $10 pass line. So 6 and 8 for 18 with a $10 pass line. After the first hit, I would regress down to $12. The second hit I would collect, and then the third I would start spreading it out. If I was trying to do a recovery, I went to that skill 66 like I'm doing right now. And then if it was a random roller, and I do this all the time in a casino, if it's a random roller, I play a $10 horseman. But instead of doing a don't pass bet, I do a DC bet with 3 come bets. Let's go all bets set here, dice out. They split apart a little bit, and they left my fingers just a little bit, but they have a 5-6 mid-mo. Yo, that is cheer coming to us from above. So this level, I'm doing similar types things. I'm going to be betting the whatever the point is, if it's upstream or downstream, I'm going to be betting the numbers. I'm going to blanket that number, if you will, and I'm going to be doing the 3-unit bets, so we'll be doing either a $15 or $18 bet on those other 2 numbers. We're going to pick up the pass line for $10, but instead of regressing 1 unit after a hit, we're going to be pressing it 1 unit after a hit, trying to get a second one, and then we'll come down and go to that 64 across level. Again, if I am trying to do recovery, I go to skill 66, and then I will have to ladder it up if I don't make it the first time. Dice out. Again, those dice cross on us, another 6-5 mid-mo-yo. So that is 2 Cheerios in a row. And then with random rollers on this second level, I'm going to be going to this $15 horseman level. So we'll be doing the $15 DC bet and then 3 $15 comms. Good morning, Brian. So we had an 8 a.m. meeting, but he's here to cheer me on, so that's good. So we are still looking for another inside number hit here, so we can spread out to either the 4 or 10. Again, our goal is to get to 864, so I need to make another $122 or $26, I think it is. Yeah, so we can do that. There should be no problem today. Dice out. And we have a 4, 6, 10. Once again, that's Waylon's best friend weighing it in. Big Ben this time. So I wish we had the 4 or 10 because we are definitely hitting them. But we still need to get an inside number so we can pick them up. And again, this is one of the downfalls of having a smaller bankroll and not having a lot of money to spend on the table, because you have to kind of pick and choose where your bets are going to go. And this is, in my opinion, a great reason to be doing this $1 Million Challenge and starting at a $300 bankroll and trying to work your way up rather than doing whatever. I know Chris from Dice Degen started at $300 bankroll on his video yesterday. Waylon's been doing the $1 Million Challenge. He got through his second level. He started with a $5,000 bankroll. John from Pro Craps is doing it. So we have 4 or 5 people that are running this $1 Million Challenge and giving people opportunities to see different styles of play and how they're attempting to do it. And we have a 1, 4, 5 horse and buggy. That is perfect. So we finally got an inside number to hit. Let's pick up that 10 for $10. So let's get in Crapsee first. So it's going to pay out $14. We'll make the 10 look like 10. So now all we need to do is pick up that 4, and we should be all set to go then. 4, 5, 4. And this is the other part. Good morning, Bam. This is the other part that's really tough about having a small bankroll, is that you have to start at such a low level. It's hard to get any momentum going on your bets, any trend betting. I know that I talk about trend betting all the time, and I'll explain to you guys as we go forward. And most of you guys know what it is, but for anybody that's new, I'll explain the trend betting as we go. So, dice out. And we have a 639 center field 9. And that is our point. So we are going to be coming out looking for a new point, and that's going to allow us to pick up that 4 as well. But we'll wait for that until after we get our new point established. So we'll be at that 64 across bet level no matter what now. Sticking with a $10 pass line bet. We have 762 in my bankroll right now. $74 in the rack brought in today. $54 on the table currently. So we're down only $9 from the beginning of the day. So those first 2 shooters that we had those short rolls on, we got that money back almost. And we should be ready to go. So press that I am ready button, please. We have 23 people now watching on YouTube. And all bets set. Looking for a new point. And we have a 257 on a come out. So there's that $10 I was missing that paid out on that pass line. Remember, the box numbers are not working for me. Please don't work those box numbers or work your numbers when I'm coming out for yourself also. So John G wants the midnight. So was I close to the ATS? I must have been. Darn it. I'm sorry I didn't see that. And I apologize for that 7 that cleared your ATS bets. So we're into profit by $1. If I took all my money off the table, we made $1 today so far. So that's actually a good sign that we're getting back in the right direction. And Dustin one does like the come out 7s. He gets paid well with that. At least he always says he does. So dice up 5 4 5 4. And we have another come out 7, a 4-3-7 this time. That's a double pitch. So that is another profit for myself. Again, if I could do that 9 times in a row, I would be done for my betting for the day. Jen was not happy with me yesterday. She must have been playing a hybrid, and she said I was just killing her strategy. She did not make much money because I had a couple small or medium-sized rolls, but then I had that real long roll at the end, and I kept on hitting my points. So that was, I think, killing her dark side of that part of the strategy there. So sticking with the $10 pass line bet. Again, once we get a point established, we'll go to 64 cross bet level. Then we'll start doing our trend betting. So all bets set here, dice out. And we have a 2 4 6. So 6 will be our new point. It's a 2x4. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that $12 that's on the 6 off or down, and we're gonna put $10 on that 9. Put $10 on the 4, so now we are at 64 across. Actually, we have $62 on the table because the pass line is covering that 6. So 5 4 5 4. And now we're going to start doing our trend betting so we can start getting some money across. And all bets set. Dice out. And we have the Old Bay Bushel, the 5-5 Heart 10. So I'm glad that we got that 10 covered. So what that's going to do now is that's going to pay out $18. So I'm going to put an extra $5 on that 4 and an extra $5 on a 10. So they're both going to look like $15 now. And my next goal is to start trend betting. So we're going to try to get sisters up to the 3-unit level, or the 96 across bet level, if you will. If I keep on hitting the 4 or 10, we're just going to keep on pressing those up. I'm not going to worry about the rest of the numbers. So numbers that are being hit after that first sister press are the ones that are going to be being pressed up. So Marble Fork's having a little bit of problem with Crapsee also. If anybody from Crapsee is watching for this, make sure you log out and get back in. That should hopefully take care of any of the problems. And all bets set. And we have a 314 Joe from Craps Master Journey. So that's exactly what I was talking about there. We pressed up that 4 and 10. But now instead of pressing up one of the other numbers, we're just going to be working on that 4. So we're going to make that 4 look like $25. So we're going to make it look like a quarter. We'll make that a buy bet then. So we have $827 total bankroll right now. Again, our goal is 864, so we are within range, $37 away from our total bankroll. So if we could hit another 4, that would be perfect. That would definitely put us at goal then. So John G's talking about that 7, come out 7 didn't bother him all because the he hops the 7s and that helped cover it. I play the pass line and throw craps checks out to help protect my ATS when I do play the ATS. So all bets set, dice out. And we have a 4-4 heart 8 square pair again. So that's going to allow us to bring that 6, I'm sorry, the 8 up to $18. And we're not going to do anything with the 6 at the current moment because it is the point. If it was not the point, I would have also pressed up that 6 1 unit also to bring that up to $18. But we're going to leave it as it is. That was a primary hit. We're at 841. And we got one more person to press that button so we can get going here. And all that's out. And we got the 3-3 hard 6 double D-gen. So that is our point. So we're going to be coming out looking for a new point now. And I am $13 shy of where I need to be. So let's stick with that $10 pass line bet. Ideal thing would be to get back on that 6 and then hit a 4, and then I'll have some extra money to play around with. Because if I hit that 864 level, all my bets are coming down. So I'll bet set here. Peace out. And we have a 6-5 mid-mo yo, so that's going to do it for me. That's going to be where my profit is. So let's see what that brings me up to. Or actually, it should bring me pretty darn close here. We're at 861, so we're $3 shy. So I'm going to take all my bets down. I'm going to pretend that somebody else is shooting here to finish my roll, even though it's the same shooter here. And then once I get a point established, what I'll do is I'll go up with maybe just 2 bets and see if we can get that covered going forward there. Good morning, or now. And we got all bets set here, dice out. They stay crossed there. We have a 628 Duracell 8. That's our 3rd one of those, I think, that we threw today so far. So 8 will be the point. And what do we do here, guys? We're supposed to get up to 864. We have 861. I'm going to just pull my money off the table. I'm not going to be betting anymore. Guys, I'm going to be doing the rolling for you guys, though. We have 20 minutes left in the program. So let's just roll it out for you guys. I made my goal. I'm within $3. That's close enough for me. So I'm going to stick with that. Again, discipline is the key to progressing in this challenge. We're on level 2 today, and we made our goal. We're looking for $90, and we made $87. So that's close enough for me. All bets set. Thanks all. Dice landed really super tight, and that left one hit and split right off. But we have a 4-2-6. It's a 2x4. And this is our third point that we're on. If we can hit this one and pick up another one, we'll be working towards that fire bet. Again, if you guys are just coming in, yesterday's session we had 23 rolls at the end, and we had a very, very profitable comeback. We hit that small, and we're just one number away from hitting that all on that last shooter. Earlier on in the day, we hit that tall. All bets set here. Dice out. This is kind of nice throwing and not having to worry about betting or trying to make money here. Just focus on the throws. And that is a leaner, guys. We have a 3 on this one. And if it comes down, it's going to be on a 4. Oops, it rolled at a 6. It would have came down on a 4. So we have 4-3-7. Ouch. So I'm going to go one more shooter for everybody. I'm not going to do any betting at all. Again, I am at my goal for the day. And this will be the 8th day in a row, I think it is, that I actually made goal. So that's actually pretty exciting there. That was a 21 roller, had 50 roll quality points on that last shooter. Brought our SOR up to a 9.7, even though we had 2 not so very good first 2 shooters here. So get your bets in. 12 people on Crapsee right now. We only have 19 people watching on YouTube, so we lost a couple of them. It's kind of funny. Yesterday, you look at the likes on the videos, and there's a couple days in a row where I had 25 plus likes on it, and then yesterday there was only like 17 likes. It's probably because I didn't have such a great shooting in the beginning of the session. It's kind of funny how people actually like all that good shooting, when reality is, guys, it's not always going to be great. So all bets set here, and they saw me. So I made $173 on that last shooter, by the way. So that was a good profit. Again, we made back all the stuff we lost in the beginning. Dice out. And we have a come out 7 again, 1-6-7 this time. It's definitely killing my SRR today. But those come out 7s do help extend the rolls, so I'm fine with that. And again, we're at 861 for the bankroll today, which is close enough for me. We're going to stick with the 5-4-5 for hardware set for everybody else. And press that button, please. Good morning, SJ. So SJ, you're just joining in. We made profit today again. We are on level 2 of the program. And dice out. And we have a 4-1-5. That right die barely came off the wall, but it actually rolled back pretty far. The left one went up and stuck to the wall. So 5 is our new point. Thank you, Bam. I appreciate it. I don't always, and I'll be completely honest with you, I don't always give thumbs up. I do watch the majority of the people out in the craps community as far as their videos, whether it be just a few minutes or the entire video. I do watch a lot of people. I don't always do thumbs up, even though everybody tells you to do it and it is appreciated, all that type of stuff. But that's great. If you don't do it on the way in, do it on the way out if you want. Every little bit helps, again, like I said, from a content creator perspective. Dice out. And we have a 2-2 Ian double deuce. That is our third double deuce that we've thrown today. I had a comment. Somebody messaged me on Discord. I think it was last week, and I'm not going to use any names at all. But the question was, how often do I practice throwing the dice? And they asked if it's just when I'm on doing my videos, or if I do a lot of practicing on the side, all that type of stuff. And the answer back to the person was, I only practice on video. So when I'm doing my videos here on my Level Up program, or if I'm shooting the dice for somebody else on one of their channels, say for example Alfredo, or if I was not working on Wednesday night, I would jump on with Arnell for live fantasy craps, you know, all that type of stuff. But I only practice when I'm on video, and the reason is because this Craps Master journey is a journey that I want to share with everybody, and I want to make sure that I am very transparent in the journey. So that way you guys can see the successes and the failures, such as this one right here, the 437. You guys can see what I'm working on. You can see, you know, the things that I'm doing to hopefully improve my throwing and improve the consistency of the throws and that. Let's go one more shooter here. We had 3 terrible throws today, 4s. It's kind of funny how it's 4, 4, and then 21, and then a 4. Let's go with shooter number 5. Let's make that really, really good. SJ, yeah, I hope that your father does feel better, my friend. Again, especially during this time of the year with the holiday season coming up, it's really tough to see family members going through tough times and that. So prayers and best wishes are out to you, my friend. So let's go. All bets set here. Crapsee numbers are definitely just like the real casinos is there now. Crapsee numbers are definitely dropping off, guys. If you made your bankroll, there should be no reason. If you made your goal, there should be no reason to keep on betting here. And we have a 6-4-10. That'll be our new point. That's Waylon's best friend, Wayne at N. Daddy Joe. Let's take on the 5-4, 5-4. Even though I'm not placing any bets right now, I'm doing the rollouts for you guys. Let's see if we can hit that ATS. That'd be kind of fun. So 8 people still in Crapsee here. And let's go all bets set. Dice out. Nice cross, and then they recross again. So they actually ended up the way they landed. 3-6-9, centerfield 9. So this level 2, like I said, we're still doing the 3 numbers betting to start off with. In the level 1, we're doing that 6 and 8, and then the pass line. This level, we're doing either upstream or downstream, depending on what the number that's hidden. I'm finding a lot of times with especially with my throwing, that if I set a point on an upstream number, I hit more upstream numbers than downstream. And by upstream, I mean the 8, 9, 10. And if I set a point on a downstream number, which is the 4, 5, or 6, I usually tend to throw more downstream numbers. So we're trying it out, at least on this level. Let's see how it goes. Dice out. And we have a 3-4-7. So we're going to wrap up the show there, I believe. So the rolling was not great today, but we made enough money on that third shooter to make our goal for the day. So we made our $90 that we were looking for the day. And again, that was one of the things I shared with you guys as a lesson learned on level 1, is that as soon as you get close to or you get to bankroll, get your money off the table, guys, so you don't end up giving it back to the casino, or in this case, back to Crapsee or to the CMJ table. But anyhow, guys, we had 5 shooters today. We have a 7.2 SOR, which is lower than my normal, 4.5 SRR, which is also lower than my normal. Box numbers are a little bit more than expected. Inside numbers are below expected. 4s and 10s were high today. Come out 7s were high. Horns and fields were definitely low. Hard rays are high. It shows a light side play, which I kind of have a hard time believing that. Our best roll today was a 21. The rest of them were all subpar. Looking at our statistics for the brown belt, and this is through the end of yesterday. So through the end of yesterday, we had 2,446 throws. We have an SOR of 10.01, so we're hovering right around that 10 point whatever goal that I have. Our SRR is at 7.34. So anyhow, let's go back here to the main screen. We check the chats here before we get going. Thanks for the roll-up, says Dustin. You're very welcome, my friend. Brian says, way to grind it out. Go to casino this Oneida this weekend. I'm not going to Oneida this weekend. I'm going to be spending hunting, so I'm going to go to bed for a couple hours here, get up and hunt this afternoon. Tomorrow, hunt in the morning, and then my girlfriend's daughter is having a gender reveal party tomorrow. She's pregnant, and they're going to do a review. I know what the baby is. I can't say it in case she watches the video, which I'm sure she won't, but I know what the baby is. So we're going to have that party tomorrow. And then Sunday do a little bit of hunting again. So no casino for me this weekend, my friend. But maybe next weekend, we'll see. But hey, thanks for joining in today, guys, with me. I will see you guys again on Monday with the level program. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Have a great, safe, and prosperous weekend. Make sure you get out and check out the Craps for the Cure on Casino Quest YouTube channel. Have a great day, everyone.